Welcome back. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, we are going to do the fifth lesson of our textbook that is about a magic show. The objectives of today's lesson are scan the given text to extract relevant information, relate the real life incident with the text, summarize the text, answer text based questions about informational passage, write contextual meanings of given words. The resources which we'll be using today are our textbook page 27, vocabulary list, and online video. Now, students, before going to read the passage, there are some questions which usually comes in our mind when we talk about a magic show. That anything which you know about a magic show, what is, what is a magic show? Have you ever experienced a magic show? Why this word magic show is given to some specific, thing? And who is a magician? The answers to our pre-reading questions are: magic show creates a conflict between the things you think can happen and the things that you experience. It means it is a conflict between a reality and the imagination. While some magician would like you to believe that they possess real magical powers, the true secret behind magic lies in clever psychological techniques that exploit limitations in the way our brains work. Now, magicians, what are the magicians who make us believe on their tricks? Magicians dress up in colorful clothes for their show. They have other men to help them, which are usually supporters. Then magicians are very good in their work. They spend most of their time practicing. We can never understand how they perform their tricks. Obviously, they are doing so much practice and they had exerted their lives to learn those tricks. So we can never understand how they perform their tricks. Okay, now the passage. In fact, it is a passage of which is told by a student in a school. In the school, the principal had planned a magic show for the students, and so when that magic show is held at the school, how the students behave or react to that magic show, and how do they find that magic show. Okay, it is a fine Friday morning. All the students are very excited as the principal of the school has arranged for a magic show. We are anxiously waiting for the magician. Anxiously means um, desperately, um, like waiting very desperately for something to happen. Suddenly the door opens and a strange looking man enters. Why strange looking man? Because magicians want us to see them like the strange people. He is wearing a long black coat. Now this is the dress of a magician, a hat, and is holding a stick in his hand. Look, he is the magician. He is here to amuse the school children with his magical tricks. Muse to make them enjoy. There is a big wooden box with a lid. Lid is a cap or the head of something on it. He takes off the lid in full view of the school. The helper of the magician gets into the box. The lid is put on the box and it is closed again. The magician has a saw in his hand. Saw is as an item which cut the logs or the trees. He cuts the wooden box in the middle with the saw. The box is cut into two pieces. The helper is in the box. The lid is removed. Lo and behold. Now, this is a phrase, a very uh, you know common phrase used by the in the English language, which means that just see what happens. Like amazingly, when we ask someone that, oh my God, see what is going to happen. The helper is safe and sound. The helper gets out of the box. The whole school cheers the magician on his clever trick. What do you understand by the phrase lo and behold, which I told you? It is a phrase which means strangely see or amazingly see what is going to happen. Okay, what is the magician doing now? He is taking the hat off his head. He is showing the hat to everyone. It is absolutely empty, empty, which is having nothing. There is nothing in it. He puts the hat on his head. He takes it off again. Lo and behold, here is a pigeon sitting on his head. Everybody cheers. And another trick. What is the magician doing? Now he is showing his empty pocket to everybody. He borrows a handkerchief from one of the audience. He puts the handkerchief in his pocket and takes it out again. Lo and behold, there are handkerchiefs coming out of his pocket, one after another. Everyone cheers the magician. Another trick, that instead of one handkerchief, the magician had tricked and taken out a lot of handkerchiefs out of his pocket. What did the magician do with the handkerchief? He put the man off, obviously he puts the handkerchief in his pocket and takes it out again. But instead of one handkerchief, he takes out a lot of handkerchiefs. What is the magician doing now? He is borrowing a ring from someone. He puts the ring on his palm. Palm is a hand. He closes his palm and opens it again. The ring has disappeared. The magician has many boxes inside each other, all tied with a rope. Lo and behold, the ring is in the innermost box. The whole crowd cheers and claps for the magician. Okay, from where the ring was found, he borrowed the ring from one of the audience. So the magician had performed different tricks, and in the whole, he had performed four tricks. One was with the helper, then the other was with the hat, the third one with a handkerchief, and the last one or the fourth one was with the ring. Now, this is a glossary. In the glossary, you can see the meanings of all different difficult words. That is, anxiously means eagerly, lid, a cover or a container, then saw, a hand tool for cutting wood, cheers, expressing good wishes, empty, containing nothing or not filled, audience, spectators or listeners at a public event, borrowing, to obtain or receive something as loan, palm, the inner surface of the hand, amuse, causing laughter or smiles, lo and behold, used to express surprise, innermost, most inward. The written task now. Answer the following questions. Now there are four questions. Who is a magician? What is the first trick that the magician performs? If you recall all the four tricks, you can recall that the first trick which magician has performed was with that box, with the lid, and with the helper. Okay, but you have to write down the answer properly in proper sentences. You can take help from the test. how many tricks did the magician show? As I told you that the magician had shown the four tricks. What trick would you perform if you were a magician? Now it's up to you. When you look at and you see somewhere in a magic show different tricks of the magician, so definitely there would be a one trick which you like most or which is still in your mind. So you can just recall that trick and you can write it down that that is the interesting trick which you like most and which you would be liking to perform if you were a magician. Thank you, students. I hope you like the video.